How to write a poem. Let's go. This is the technical definition of a poem, not that it ever helped me while learning. Okay, on to the stuff that actually helped me. Step 1. Pick what you're writing about. Poetry is almost always about self-expression and/or powerful emotions. For example, I like to write poetry about my gender and mental health. I actually have a poetry book coming out in July 2023 about my struggles with my mental health, titled Phoenix in the Rain if anyone's interested. The more important the topic is to you, the easier it will be to write about. Step 2. Picking a form. There are many types of poetic forms, and it will take time and practice to figure out which forms you like, which probably isn't what you want to hear. When I first started, I was really impatient with myself. That didn't change how steep the learning curve of poetry is, though it just made it more frustrating. An exercise I recommend to help with understanding poetic form is rewriting poems you read in different forms. A simple form change can completely change the feel of a poem. Try to get out of your comfort zone with poetic form. For a long time, I avoided poems with rhyming schemes or complex rules. I find now that poems with more rules force me to be more creative. Step 3. Staying on topic. Okay, I'm not sure if this is just me, but I always seem to get off topic when writing a poem. To remedy this, I've started writing a draft to zero poem. It doesn't have to be coherent, it just has to be done. It allows my brain to explore the topic and adjacent topics freely. Step 4. Editing. Wait, before you click off, I'm not talking about spell checking. There are a few things I do with poems before I consider finished after writing it. First, I do something else for a bit. Even just 5 or 10 minutes, coming at it with fresh eyes makes the worlds of a difference. My first go over, I look at things that I could reword. There's always a line or two that I'm not completely happy with. This is my chance to fix that, even if it's just replacing a single word. My second go through, I switch out some words to make the poem vaguer. My poetry tends to be very specific to the things I'm going through because it allows me to get very emotional with it. Although poetry is about emotion, it's also about personal interpretation. Make sure that there is room for your readers to interpret and insert themselves. Step 5 isn't really a step, but it's a good tip. Try to make your first line and last line similar or even the same. I do not have a reason for this, it just makes the poem sound better. Just try it. Thanks for watching to the end.